Boost Mobile founder is against the T-Mobile-Sprint merger. Here's why. The founder and former CEO of Boost Mobile USA says the proposed T-Mobile-Sprint merger should not happen. Certainly not unless Boost, which is currently owned by Sprint, and MetroPCS, a unit of T-Mobile, are spun off. Peter Adderton, who still runs Boost in Australia from his home in Los Angeles, says he's concerned about the more than 30 million prepaid wireless customers who would be consolidated under the new T-Mobile. Though the distinctions between prepaid and postpaid phone service are getting fuzzier nowadays, prepaid plans tend to cater to more budget-conscious consumers who pay in advance for the service they think they'll use. MetroPCS, Boost, and Sprint-owned Virgin Mobile USA epitomize such brands. They're the challenger brands in the space, and they have the lowest rates, simply because they're competing with each other so aggressively for prepaid customers, Adderton says. Just recently, Boost offered 2 months of free service for any MetroPCS customer who switched. Only hours later, MetroPCS came out with the same offer. Why would T-Mobile do that if they own the two businesses? Why are they going to steal one from the other, literally fishing from the same pond, which is their own pond? T-Mobile, which is the nation's number 3 wireless carrier, and Sprint, which is number 4, agreed to a $26 billion merger in April. But the deal must still satisfy government regulators, which won't be easy. Critics contend that prices in a post-merger environment would rise, and that jobs will be lost. More, could the Sprint-T-Mobile merger mean higher bills for Boost or MetroPCS customers? More, T-Mobile and Sprint merger could cool cell phone wars, which have benefited customers more. T-Mobile, Sprint agree to merge as America's national wireless carriers shrink from 4 to 3. What happens when you have 5 branded stores in a strip mall? Well, you don't need 5, Adderton says. T-Mobile CEO John Legere and his Sprint counterpart Marcello Claure have been trying to convince regulators otherwise, claiming the deal will result in more jobs, not less. Adderton is also concerned about the future of so-called MVNOs, mobile virtual network operators, the mobile companies that negotiate wholesale rates with all the major carriers, including AT&T and Verizon Wireless, then resell service under their own brand names. Given that Sprint and T-Mobile are a dominant force in prepaid, they will have a significant incentive to restrict network access to competing MVNOs, he says. If the Boost Mobile and MetroPCS brands are included in this merger, it would be bad for the overall competitive landscape, bad for the prepaid market, bad for our country's MVNOs, and bad for the economy. He plans to tell lawmakers and regulators just that. In the meantime, Adderton also says he would welcome a face-to-face debate with Legere and Claure to ask them to explain to me how they intend to manage the Boost MetroPCS price war and how do they strategically ensure that we have the competition that we have today. Don't bet on such a direct encounter happening anytime soon. Email, ebeg@usatoday.com. Follow USA Today personal tech columnist @edbeg on Twitter.